But this is the thing, and I need your help. I am still sitting here on this tool that can really revolutionize small businesses and how they work. I've created my own replacement, and now I have no idea how I am going to solve it. But here's the thing, I think, like a lot of us with deep expertise, we are facing some of the same dilemmas. And so I need you to help me figure this out. Let me give you just a little bit of context. For the last 25 years or so, I have been writing proposals and helping organizations win commercial contracts and grants. I've got a pretty good win rate. I've got, for new business, about a win rate of about 52%, and that's really good in this industry. My clients pay me good money because proposal writing is a weird combination between strategy, psychology, technical writing, all the things that most people find overwhelming. I've been doing some things in the background, but I haven't exactly put it out there yet. So you guys are the first ones. But before I get into it, Tammy, I'm making a double, and I work with seasoned professionals like you, helping them leverage their expertise into extra income so that they can live the life that they've always wanted to live. You might be asking me, where did I even come up with that concept, or why is that even a thing? Because I'm there in my own career. I had a business. I started years ago doing proposal writing, worked for several companies, and then went out on my own, started my own business, initially started as freelance, it grew into a business. Now I've wound those things down. I say kinda because I'm still doing some things in the background. Because once you're an entrepreneur, you're always an entrepreneur at heart, and that is truly me. So I've always got all these ideas swirling around in my head. And so I'm like, you know what? I've launched a business before, so I think I could do this. So anyway, the reason that I'm doing it though is because I'm looking to free up my own time. As I get closer to retirement, I'm really thinking about what are some of the things that I want to do that are a little easier. I might not have to show up every day, but I can still have reoccurring revenue every week, every month, and be able to live the life that I truly want to live as I kind of slide on into retirement. That's why I came up with Make It a Double in the first place. If you are here for that same reason, thank you for being here. All right, back to what I was saying. Now, as someone who writes proposals for companies, one of the things that I've become really good at is being able to recognize pattern, right? And so for me, I kept seeing some of the same patterns with my clients over and over again. I was also seeing some of the same mistakes. I realized that there might be some opportunities that I'm not tapped into yet. Some of the same strategic approaches that have not worked, I know there is a way for them to work. And I think that's just, again, being someone who's an entrepreneur, you see gaps, you see problems that you need to solve, and you get in there and try to solve them. And so that's when I started thinking, what if I could capture all of my knowledge, capture all of these patterns, and turn it into something that could help way more businesses than I ever could personally. I've been in the lab, cooking some things up, loving AI, and I built an AI agent. It's a custom proposal writing agent that has all of my knowledge. It has all of the templates that I've ever created, all of my strategic thinking that's kind of built right into this agent. And this thing can not only analyze a client situation, but also understand what they're bidding on and write proposals that sound like I wrote them. It's honestly a little scary, but it's really good. Like, it's really good. And I've been perfecting this thing for a long time. And I knew that AI was going to come and eventually write me out of a job, but I wanted to figure out how I can capitalize on 25 years of experience, knowledge, know-how, strategy. I've worked as a consultant, and so I've seen many businesses. I've seen things that work and don't work. All of this has culminated into this proposal writing agent that I am testing in the market. But this is where I need your help, because I am still sitting here on this tool that can really revolutionize small businesses and how they work. Like, I am a little stuck on exactly how to offer it. So it's not that I don't think it's a good product to offer, but I'm trying to figure out how I need to offer it, how I need to roll it out into the marketplace. And this is where I think a lot of us get stuck, especially those of us who've got years of experience and we've seen proven methodologies. And then when it's time for us to get in there and do our thing, we've got analysis paralysis. This is where I think I need your help in helping me figure this thing out. Now, I've got two main options that I'm wrestling with. So option one is what I would call a managed service. That basically means that you give me, as a customer, all of your information. You tell me what you're bidding on, and then I use my agent to help create your proposal. But I still maintain complete control over the process. And it's like having me as your proposal writer, but it's all powered by AI. So that's the first option. Option two is more of what I would like to call a self-service model. That is, with training and support, I give you access as a customer to the agent, and I train you on how to use it, provide ongoing support and monitoring, and essentially I am teaching you how to fish as opposed to giving you the fish. And here's what's actually keeping me up at night. I have no idea which one people actually want. I need you guys to comment below. If you were a client, which one would be most appealing to you? Maybe that's dependent on the size of your business, you as an owner, or what you got going on. I really need your help here. I really need you to help me make this decision. It's keeping me up at night, and I need to take some action. I'm always telling everyone else that they need to take some action. I need to take some action as well. I've charged you guys with being my sounding board. Is this really about the service model, or is this about something else? If I have to be honest, it could be something else. You've heard the saying, fear of failure. I'm wondering if this is fear of success and how I would handle it. I'm not sure, but this might be a little deeper than just trying to pick a business model. Something that I know for a fact will pay for itself 20 times over. I don't know exactly what that mental block is. That's where I need to do some additional work. I'm sure you guys have had some of the same kind of mental blocks, like you've got this really good idea and you want to launch it into the world. And for some strange reason, there is something that is keeping you from that. I need to examine that a little bit more, but I digress. Let's keep going. Think about it. I spent 25 years building this expertise. And sometimes you just got to throw it out there. You got to throw caution to the wind, right? So maybe I start with some initial pricing and packaging. And then if I don't get the results that I'm looking for, then maybe I pivot and I do something different, right? There is no perfect moment. There is no perfect time. There is no perfect packaging and pricing. It's all about the learning. Sometimes as entrepreneurs, we get so hung up on the packaging piece and the launches and all of that, that we forget that all of this is market research. Pitch it and you put it out there. Let people respond or not. And if they don't, you gotta go back to the drawing board. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out in the marketplace and we'll see what happens. My hope is that I will say, look, y'all, I pitched that thing out in the marketplace, and then I will come back here and report back to you, because that also gives me a level of accountability. So I'm going to report back to you whether it did well or it didn't. And we're going to do this together, and we're going to see what happens, right? If you are wrestling with similar positioning challenges with your own expertise, let me know. Let me know what you're thinking about, and maybe we can figure this out together. I'll be back next week to share some of my results. I want to make sure that I am checking in with you because I'm going to make you my accountability partner in this journey. I am Tammy of Make It a Double. I'm out.